Right there, guys. So, yesterday, an article came out on The Athletic about FSG potentially looking at buying another club. We had this before, obviously, with Bordeaux, which fell through. So, I'm going to go through this article now. I've highlighted a few bits because obviously I can't read out the whole thing because it's behind a paywall. So, we'll go through it. I'll give you my thoughts on it, and you let me know down in the comments what you think about all of this and any implications there could be for Liverpool. If you do end up liking this content, guys, make sure you are hitting that like button, subscribing, and also I want to know your thoughts down below. So here we go then. So the article is over on The Athletic and it is titled Liverpool owner FSG Sports Group exploring deal for Spanish side Malaga. A delegation visited Malaga's facilities in February to evaluate a potential acquisition as FSG looks to develop a multi-club model and apply its football operation expertise to teams it deems suitable. Now, some people are going to have questions that straight away, like, oh, what are their, modelling operations that are expertise? Well, what I will say is I'm not FSG in or really out. To be fair, I'll give credit where it is due on both sides. You know, when there's transfers that need to be had and they don't happen, then yeah, I'll call them out. But there is stuff that they do that, is also done good. Like the club has got like the most like revenue it's had for a long time now. They've done a lot better with that. They've done a lot better with like the infrastructure at the club. I understand that they've not necessarily paid for all this. They've took loans out, put it on the club, blah blah blah. Blah. I get all that, right? But they've done all that as well to go against that to increase the valuation of the club. So when they do eventually sell it, they get the most money they possibly can for it, right? So I'm not stupid. I know that there's both sides to it all. But anyway, I know that straight away from that paragraph that people are going to have something to say about it. FSG is considering an opening to all forms of investment with the priority in relation to any of the clubs it has carried out due diligence on so far. So it's more than just one. Being to inject a level of finance that enables it to impact the football operation. Regarding Malaga specifically, FSG immediate focus is set on the stake of a majority shareholder in Sheikh Abdullah Al Tiani. Is that how you say his name? Malaga are 49% owned by Spanish hotel and real estate group Blue Bay, while Qatari businessman Al Tiani, again, I'm sorry if I'm butchering that name, owns the other 51. The club currently find themselves in administration and under judicial control. FSG move aligns with its interest in acquiring teams with a strong tradition and growth potential, similar to previous interest in Bordeaux. Last year, FSG withdrew from talks to buy the French club following extensive and constructive discussions with all stakeholders. The group believes this is an opportunity to restore Malaga to the upper echelons of Spanish and the European game. An FSG spokesperson told The Athletic it routinely engages in conversations and evaluates opportunities across global sports, a common process to assess ventures that align with the organisation's strategic priorities. Earlier this week, PSG's owners, the Qatari Sports Investments, or QSR, confirmed to The Athletic that the group is interested in adding Malaga to its portfolio, with a spokesperson saying that QSR are exploring a range of investment opportunities across Europe and America currently. So they're going up against a Qatari sports investment group. So it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen, guys. FSG appears to be exploring multiple options, having concluded due diligence and site visits on a number of Spanish sides over the past year, including Levante, Elche, Española, Getafe, Valladolid, with the French market the other main focus of its evaluation. So it's looking at the Spanish lower echelons of teams and the French market as well. There's a paragraph now that says, would this mean for Liverpool? And this is written by James Pearce. It's just over a year since former Liverpool sporting director Michael Edwards accepted the role of FSG's CEO of football. Key to his decision to return into the fold was the ownership group's commitment to embarking on a multi-club model. Quoting Edwards here, I believe that to remain competitive, investment and the expansion of the current football portfolio is necessary. When he was appointed last year. When FSG president Mike Gordon emailed staff at Liverpool to inform them of Edwards' appointment, he was keen to stress that buying another club would help rather than hinder Liverpool. This in no way takes away from the focus, attention and care, and most importantly, the investment in Liverpool. In fact, we see it as a path that will help strengthen our club for the future, Gordon wrote apparently. Over the past 12 months, Edwards has led the search to identify a suitable second club, assisted by Julian Ward and the Director of Football Development, Pedro Marquez. It's always been about finding the right option rather than rushing into anything. Since FSG pulled out of talks to buy Bordeaux last July, there's been an extensive audit of suitable alternative with clubs across Europe analysed from financial, technical and geographical standing points. The attraction of reviving the fortunes of a club like Malaga is clear. Since post-Brexit regulations came into force in 2021, English clubs are no longer able to sign players under the age of 18 from overseas. Owning a club in a country which is still a member of the EU can help to circumvent those rules, as players can be based there until they reach adulthood. For older players initially ineligible to get a work permit to play in the UK, placing them at another club could also be beneficial in terms of building up their qualification criteria. So basically, they're going to use this as like maybe a little hotbed to potentially put talent there to see how it does in Europe, and then maybe Liverpool take them on later on down the line. So that's a positive for me. I know it's worked out for other things, like other groups and stuff. So, like the Red Bull, like Salzburg to Leipzig, like Benjamin Sesko, he started off at Salzburg and then he's gone to like Leipzig. So, I think Keita did that as well, didn't he? Naby Keita. So, but yeah, I don't know. Let's see what happens. I think the fact that the Qataris are involved doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to happen. So we'll have to just kind of wait and see what happens, really, won't we? But anyway, let me know down below, guys. Do you find this of interest? Is there anything that you think that's could do with Liverpool or anything like that? Let me know down below, and I'll catch you in the next one.